Hi there. Now, we got something to set up here. Okay, folks, this is gonna work. Use your superpower. We're living in some pretty tough times, and right now the Senate and the House of Representatives are working on the budget bill, which is really gonna hurt a lot of people.
Hi, this is Senator Ron Johnson. If you're expressing an opinion on an issue, proposed legislation, press 1.
Record your message at the tone.
Hello, Senator Ron Johnson. My name is Mira Mulfin. I'm a camp counselor and I really care about the cuts to SNAP payments you are making that will affect kids like my campers. I also care about the cuts to Medicaid and Medicare, and I would like you to use your power to vote no on this bill. Thank you.
I'm just kind of curious of
Yeah.
what's going on.
Ron Johnson, we have the power to stop the budget bill.
Ron Johnson, vote no. Don't mortgage our children's future.
We have the power in Wisconsin because Senator Johnson is one of 4 senators. That's all we need, 4 senators to vote no. And right now there's 5 that are hedging. And Senator Johnson was a solid no until he talked to Trump last week. So that's when it occurred to me, we got to use our power.
Please vote no for this bill, this budget bill.
And if we all make enough calls, I believe that we could get him to stay a no vote. He was a no vote. He talked to Trump. Now he's waffling.
Okay.
He cares about the budget deficit. And so if enough of us call and say, don't mortgage our children's future, vote no, maybe it'll make a difference. But what I'm finding is a lot of people have never made the call.
I have not.
Well, then let's get you in.
Hello, I'm calling for Ron Johnson to vote no on the budget billing.
What's your name?
My name is
from?
Noemi, and I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Don't mortgage our children's future, please.
That was great.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
I've never done that before, so yeah, I've wanted to, but I've been kind of nervous. I don't know if someone's going to pick up or...
Get in there and make your phone call.
Press 1. If you need help with a federal agency, planning and...
All of the above. Hi, Senator. This is Ryan Clancy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I want you to vote no, and I would love for you to appear in public so that we can have a dialogue and have a real conversation about what these attacks and cuts would actually do to my community and others. Thank you so much for listening to this. I'd really love a call back.
Thank you for calling my Senate office. We value your input.
Vote no on the BBB, big bastardized bill.
Vote no. Thank you.
It would be terrible for the future generations. We're counting on you to do the right thing, and please stand up to Trump because what's going on is absolutely crazy, and I think that I'll let you know that. So, thank you.
Superpowers. Those are emails, phone calls, showing up at events. Those are all things that if enough of us do, we can stop this budget bill. We can get Senator Johnson. I believe we can get Senator Johnson to vote no. If you've never made a phone call, go ahead and make it now so that you can use your superpowers and be a superhero and help us save America.
Senator Ron Johnson, as one of your constituents, I urge you strongly to reject the President Trump's big beautiful or big ugly bill that is coming to a vote. Please represent the people in your community and vote against the bill. Thank you.
And I'm hoping that you not vote for it. There we go. My call is off.
Very concerned about Trump's budget bill, and I am urging you to use your common sense and vote no on this bill. It's harmful, it's wasteful, and it will blow up our deficit. Please reconsider. Thank you.
Hello, Ron. This is a constituent from Milwaukee area who is not happy with the way you consistently vote against our best interests as a state and for the country as a whole.
Don't mortgage our future, our children, so vote no. It was wonderful. Thanks.
He'll tell me he loves veterans. My husband's a Vietnam vet, but then he'll vote against anything that helps veterans. So, and then he'll say that in the next breath, It's bloated. The budget for VA is bloated.
And they're nice little taglines, right?
Oh my gosh.
And then they huge trillions in tax cuts for the billionaires.
Yeah, right.
It's not about the deficit.
It's not.
It's not about it's about screwing the little guy.
We know that.
Yep.
There's
Well,
a lot of
appreciate
people
you
that have
guys.
never made the phone call.
Yeah.
And once you make the phone call and you see how easy it is,
It is.
boom.
You think about the future that you talk about and that you live up to what you have already said is important to you, which is your future of your own children.
They're going to lower the tax rate for the wealthiest people, the billionaires who don't need a tax break. And in order to make that tax break happen for the wealthiest in our country, they got to cut all these programs for the people that need it the most. The vulnerable, the disabled, the elderly. They're finding ways to cut money from all those programs so they can give this tax break to the wealthy. And that's just not right. If we would just increase the tax rate even a little bit for the wealthy right now, we could pay for all these programs. We wouldn't have to go through all of this. And people won't be dying because they can't get their medicine. And we won't be cutting people off of insurance because that's what's going to happen if this bill passes. It's bad. It's really bad.
So vote no on this bill and don't take any kind of injection from Donald Trump whenever you go and meet with him, and don't give in to him. Stand up to him, fight for the constituents that you say you're going to be serving, and be the servant leader that you say you are going to be. Thank you.
So please stop the authoritarian takeover that is in the White House. Do not embolden him any longer. We need the services of all those agencies that have been cut and the jobs that are meant to serve the people of the United States. All the people, not just those who agree with you. Thank you. Bye now. How's that?
I'm calling today because I understand that the House has voted to reduce the budget for public radio by $1.1 billion, and I think that is horrible. That is important information that is shared with many people that don't have other options for radio or public information. My understanding is that it is now going to come to the Senate for a vote, and I am urging you to vote no to the gutting of that budget process. I hope that you go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hi Ron, this is Rick, and I want to urge you to vote against the big beautiful bill. It's not going to work for us at all. Thank you much. Bye-bye. Wasn't very educated, but...
Yeah, so I called up Ron Johnson and I said, hi, I'm one of your constituents, and Mike Johnson seems to think nobody's calling.
I'm calling every day. We're calling.
I do emails. I'm a lot with emails.
We're calling.
Thank you all. You're all my superheroes. Thank you. You're superheroes. And you know what prompted this for me? It's the fact that we only need 4 senators to vote no. So we have a lot of power in Wisconsin. So if you can talk to everybody you know about making that phone call and telling Senator Johnson no. Now the one thing we know he cares about is the freaking budget deficit. So one thing you could do, if you're not sure what to say, is say, don't mortgage our children's future and our grandchildren's future, because he's always saying that. Now Trump is getting him to rethink his no vote, but let's put some pressure on him and let's use our superpowers, phone calls, emails, whatever else you want, to let him know, all right? That's where this idea came from. So thank you all.